My name is Catherine and I'm an English teacher with Ditsay. Today we're going to be talking about weirdly pronounced names of places in the English language. So it's going to be a little bit of accent work, a little bit of travel knowledge, and a whole lot of weird English pronunciation. Of course, you're going to want to know this if you are traveling or going anywhere in the English-speaking world. We want to make sure that you're always asking directions for and listening to go to the right place. The second reason is that if you want to sound like a native English speaker, you're going to have to pay attention to regional and local dialects to make sure that you're always pronouncing the geography around you like someone who lives there would, right? And the third added bonus is that you might be able to ace your geography test if someone asks you, where is Melbourne? M-E-L-B-O-U-R-N-E. Melbourne is a place in Florida in the United States and halfway across the world, spelled the exact same but pronounced completely differently. It's Melbourne in Australia. So that's a fun party trick that you might be able to use on your friends or your geography teacher. Probably the first category of weirdly pronounced English place names are actually foreign place names that we in the English-speaking world took from those places and just plopped somewhere in our country. Usually this happens where there's a lot of immigrant population, or previously, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, we were colonized by any given maritime country, mostly Spain and the Dutch, if you're in South Africa. Right? Okay, this happens a lot in America, mostly Spanish names like in Florida and California, or French names like in Louisiana and Montreal, French Canada. Really. Let's go ahead and go over some really common place names. So if you're Spanish or know any of the Latin languages, you're going to come across places like Miami, Tampa, Los Angeles, Madrid, stuff like that, all around the United States. What you're going to want to do when you see those, just think to yourself, how would an American say these words? Generally, you're going to take those really long vowels, those ahs and those e's, you're going to compress them. We're going to take Miami, change it to Miami. Tampa, change it to Tampa. Los Angeles, change it to Los Angeles. There are some inexplicable ones though. Two of my favorites are Milan, Ohio, named after the Italian city of Milan, and perhaps the best of all, Versailles, Kentucky. You got it. It's named after Versailles, the estate of Louis XIV in France. I don't know why they're pronounced that way. They just are. So the second thing that a lot of English language place names do, especially if they are actually in the English language, is that they appear much longer than they are actually pronounced. So phonetically, usually English is pretty dependable. You can sound it out based on these different phonemes, the sound that make up the words, right? And it turns into a word. But what we do is we take the word and we truncate it. That is, we make it a lot shorter. So this is places like Melbourne, Melbourne. We shorten it a little bit. Same with Bathurst, Bathurst, and Canberra, Canberra, Southwell, Southwell. And perhaps the biggest category within this category is the Chesters. This is a super common place name around the English-speaking world, but especially in the UK and the Northeast United States, mostly in Massachusetts. That are words that end with C-E-S-T-E-R. What you think might be pronounced as Chester, but is actually stir. So we've got places like Leicester, Gloucester, Bicester, Leominster, and in the Massachusetts, Worcester. Keep an eye out for those. Those are probably the most tricky, even for an English speaker like me, to get my head around. What's your favorite weird English pronunciation place? Let me know. Plan your consult lesson with me today. I will see you around.